And the sun is not even up yet, and it's already starting out to be a beautiful day. So today I've got a couple of ribeyes that I'm going to get started on before I go to my first day of work. And they're small. They're not the biggest ribeyes I've seen. And I only have 1 meter. So I'm going to give it a try cooking 2 of them, with one of them being tested for the temperature, and see how both of them come out. Alright, so I started my air fry setting. So it's been a couple of minutes. It's slightly preheated, but it's not even close to the normal preheat setting. And there's the regular ribeye. And these have been sitting in salt for 24 hours, so they're pre-salted. And there's the one with the meter right there. So we're going to go to my phone. We're going to connect. Set up cook, beef, ribeye, start cook, start cook, start cook. It's telling me to turn my sound back on, and then it's giving me all my estimates. So even when you forget like I do, it'll still catch you right back up. Alright, we got the remove from heat indicator now. Unfortunately, I did not flip these early enough, so they don't look very appetizing on the top side right now. But overall, you can see that it cooked this side perfectly. I'm going to use a blowtorch to finish the top though. So it's resting now. Let's see if I can add some sear to the sides here that are not as done. There, that looks a little better. I want to get this back part here, but I don't want to do it with the meter inside. So I'm just waiting for the resting period to finish. Alright, now that it finally says that it's ready, I'm going to take this out. Beautiful. I need better light here so you can really see it. Oh, how I long for the day when I have a regular kitchen to cook in. See if we can get the right light on here. I don't know. There we go. Let's see how it tastes. I'm telling y'all, I never get tired of these. Who would have thought such a small tool could be so useful? I dig the meter. Alright, I'm trying a couple of chuck steaks here. They're very thin though. I don't think it's giving me a good reading, but let's see. Wow. I really was surprised to come back and find these as brown as they are. Well, let's see how it does on the inside. We'll let them rest for a little bit here. I know you're supposed to leave it rest while it's resting, but I gotta heat this fat up a little bit. Get that nice and caramelized. Hey, look at that, it's ready. Perfect timing. You just want to be careful not to expose your meter to the flame itself. At least that's what the instructions say. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. And it's reminding me to clean my probe. Yes, sir. Will do. If that tastes good. Alright, let's eat. Please forgive my dirty table, y'all. Let's see how this did. Let's try the thickest part of this one. Man, that's good. And chuck steak is such a good source of fat for a low price piece of meat compared to the ribeye. Now, I was skeptical that Meter was going to be able to do this. I probably need to read the instructions and find out if it's even the way I'm supposed to do it. This piece of meat's only about a ½ inch thick, so sticking the Meter probe in was very difficult to have it not needle its way out further through the meat on the bottom or the top. So I thought it wasn't going to do a good job. Boy, proved me wrong again. Meter is the real deal. Under normal circumstances, I got into where I didn't even want to do chuck steak because I use the air fryer almost exclusively. And I would always overdo it and just get a tough piece of meat, but this is fantastic. Look at that beautiful piece of meat. That was a fatty, gristly piece. I like them. I used to spit this part out. Now it's one of my favorite parts of the meat. Looks like I'm gonna have to take some Dramamine because I was watching the conveyor belt go by with all the packages on it, and every once in a while when I would look over to look at one package and look down again, and I would see the edge of the conveyor belt where the metal's not moving on the floor, but it looked like the metal on the edge of the conveyor belt and the floor were moving and the conveyor belt was sitting still. It caused me to get dizzy, and they had to send me home because I could not stand up after 3 hours. I haven't had that since I was last on a boat. So apparently I get seasickness just watching a conveyor belt go by. Another challenge. Well, that's it for today. I'm gonna stop fighting with this cat over my food. Well, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I just got off after going in at midnight. And boy, is my back sore right now. I'm gonna go hang for a little while before I go to bed. But I did not get any sleep the night before because I was just too focused on this job coming up, and wanted to make sure I did a good job. It went very well. I'm very thankful because that part-time thing that it started off as, even though it's still technically part-time, there's a lot to be done here. There's a lot to offer. So I'm very thankful for that. But I am about to fall asleep, but I'm hungry. This job doesn't give you time to go get something to eat or make anything or bring anything. I brought my Carnivore crisps with me, which were great though, I'll tell you that. I was thankful I had those. They did bring McDonald's for everybody in the morning, but I didn't take part of any of that. Well, I left it recording the whole time. I'm tired, it's no doubt about that. I don't even have time to... I'm going right back into my old mode of using frozen steaks. I love them this way though, so... Even though I have the Meter, I still love my frozen steaks. But that Meter has made the best regular steaks I've tried. Yeah, work went really well. I was very thankful for how things went. It was a good workout too, man. I tell you, I was lifting a lot of heavy stuff, moving boxes like crazy, rolling them down one of them roller things. I haven't done manual labor type work since 2011. That was the last time I did any type of manual labor, and even then it didn't go too well because I remember my coworkers would kind of make fun of me because I didn't know how to do a lot of stuff, or I wasn't really doing it right or something. But when I was done with this shift, the supervisor on the area I was on asked my supervisor to make sure I come back to his area, so that was encouraging. Alright, I just put the meat in. Hey Siri, set a timer for 11 minutes. Oh, that's right, my watch is dead. It didn't survive the night like I did. I gotta flip it on my own. Yeah, but a bag of Carnivore crisps and a nice small bottle of water, along with one that I brought with me, was perfect. Perfect. Got through the night. All I can say is thank God, because my first night didn't go as well. But I was able to overcome whatever it was by getting some rest the next day. I didn't leave after an hour on the first day, but they did send me home after 3 hours, which turned out not to be that big a deal because they were only going to keep us for 4 hours, it turned out. But they kept us long today. It was a good day. I really enjoyed the job. When I was younger, I always said I don't want to work a manual labor job that has me outside all the time and all that nonsense. And now here I am 50 years old and I'd rather do the manual labor job. It's amazing what this diet has done. It really is amazing what this diet has done for me. We'll see how it is when it really gets cold though, because it wasn't all that cold. It was cold enough last night. I was wearing a tracksuit the whole time. But normally I would have been cold doing that. But all the work, I stayed plenty warm. I hope I can make it until the steak is ready. I was feeling like I had a lot of energy when I was driving home, but then as I was just coming around the corner near my house, I felt like I could fall asleep instantly. I'm glad that didn't happen. And my coworkers are not only super nice, but super helpful, informative, and I mean, it's like there's a camaraderie there that I never noticed on any job that I ever worked on before. It seemed like everybody felt like they were trying to beat the competition. All I can say is it's a blessing. It's been a blessing. I'm sorry about the lighting. The light behind is brighter than the light in here, and I'm trying to fix that using a shop light. But it doesn't always work out too well. The house is coming along though. Gosh, I can't wait to get in that house. All right, now that I've had time to take a quick shower, I'm gonna take this steak out, have some supper, have some breakfast. I don't know what I'm having. I'm going to bed. It's a little after 10 in the morning and I'm about to go to bed, so I'm still very discombobulated with this time change situation. But I am very happy with how everything is working out. I'm looking forward to digging into this steak too. But here's my dinner, breakfast, whatever it is. Beautiful medium rare. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Well, I'm gonna go eat this and then I'm going to sleep. I know you're not supposed to eat this close to bedtime, but I'm starving. And who knows? I'm so pumped up right now, I don't know if I will go to sleep. It was a very good night.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
Be sure to check out my merch shop before you leave today. I've been putting together these designs for the carnivore community to be able to screw it, get up and do it. Check out some of the other designs I've got going on right now. Did someone say steak? I've got legalized freedom gear, and I've got new designs on the way.